V103 ATL's number one for hip hop, R&B, and throwbacks. 422. I told you at the beginning of the show, 3 o'clock. JD was coming through today. Jermaine Dupri.
Yeah, I'm here. What up?
So deaf.
Yeah, you heard.
Jalen.
Oh, she just called my phone too.
Jalen. Your daddy chumped you out, Jalen.
Don't tell her that.
Jalen's supposed to be here.
She has to go to school. This is.
I just saw Jalen last week. She said, when can I come to the studio? I said, pull up whenever you get ready. And she said, I'm coming.
Jalen, by the way, this is what the problem is. Greg is confusing you. You have to go to school.
No, Jalen.
Oh, don't tell her no.
Jalen, I'm your Donald Trump, Jalen. Jalen, come to the studio.
Oh, God.
Jalen, come to the station. Tell the bus driver at school to bring you to Collins Square, Jalen.
It's going to be all bad.
Jalen going to be in an Uber. JD.
Yo, man. What's up?
50 years of hip-hop.
Yeah.
50th anniversary of hip-hop.
Yeah.
Man. What year did you start when you was dancing with Houdini? Because that was like... was
83.
Was that the first biggest concert tour for hip-hop?
Yeah, that was the first... That was actually the first rap hip-hop tour ever. So, yeah, it was... And it was crazy because it started here in Atlanta.
Have you been to Ricky's office lately?
Nah.
You got to go to his office.
Yeah. I'm hoping that Ricky. I told my dad that him and Ricky they should do a documentary about the Fresh Fest. You gotta go. Casual Cal.
You gotta go to the office.
All of them. But Ricky claimed he don't have a lot of. Do he got stuff over there?
You gotta go to the office.
All right, I'm gonna.
He got some posters that need to be on T-shirts.
All right,
he got the posters in the office.
I know he got the posters.
He got the posters in the office.
Shout out to Ricky Walker. You know what I mean?
Ricky.
Park. Yeah.
College Park.
Yeah.
The Fresh Fest. The Universal Circus. His mind is on a whole nother level. But JD's in the studio to talk about his 50th anniversary of hip hop. Now you did a magazine, a story?
Nah, I just posted a tweet.
Oh, you posted a tweet and everybody else started doing their own stories.
Everybody just made their own stories about it. I just posted a tweet basically saying what I feel like as a person that's been watching hip hop in Atlanta for a long time. And this actually came from, I did this YouTube, shout out to Wallow on YouTube. They came here, my man Tuma, they came here like 2-3 days ago, and they did this YouTube Avenues. And while we was on stage, Wallow said that he felt like if it wasn't for, he felt like for the last 30 years in hip-hop, Atlanta has held down hip-hop and kept it alive. And he said he didn't know where hip-hop would be if it wasn't for Atlanta. And while I'm sitting here hearing him say this, I start thinking about, does the city reflect that? Does the city reflect that we have carried the torch of hip-hop for the last 30 years? And not the culture of the hip-hop. I'm saying the businesses. The businesses around the city that are affected by us. If you look outside, do you feel like hip-hop lives in Atlanta?
When you go to L.A., when you go to the awards in L.A., and you see what Sprite and Coke does for the awards, and you see what they do in Atlanta, I understand totally what you're talking about. Because when we was at BET this year, when I walked over to the little mall and went upstairs, I got the pictures in my phone where they had the big lighted billboard signs of Lotto, Nas, and all the Rakim and all the Timberland, all the artists that was part of their 50th celebration.
Yeah.
And the billboards over the streets. Do
we have that billboard in Atlanta?
I haven't seen one.
Exactly. That's my point.
And if they are in Atlanta,
that's my point.
I
mean, we right here downtown. Where would the billboard be? It ain't is it in College Park? It ain't. You be in Bankhead every day. Where's the billboard at? That's my point. All I was saying to everyone, and even the people that's on live, and anybody that's listening right now,
Home Depot,
everybody that's in the city. We should reflect what hip-hop has done.
Amazon.
Hip-hop has given out so many jobs in this city. It's taking people from their hoods and giving, to their parents. It's done so much. But when somebody made that statement, I'm just like, man, and like I said, I just made a statement. I wasn't saying, why is this not happening? I wasn't saying, please, somebody help. I just made a statement that everybody start taking my tweet and turning it into something. That means that, like they say in the hood, a hit dog or holler. That means y'all felt what I was saying, and for some reason, more people feel like what I'm talking about. And if you just bring it up and just think about it, right? I don't, Greg, you collect a lot of things. what have you collected that a brand has made for the 50th anniversary of hip hop for Atlanta?
I didn't even get the Nike pack. I saw a couple people post it. I didn't even get the Nike 50th anniversary pack. Out of all the money I've invested in Nike. So what you're saying, I've been saying this for years. I may not have tweeted it, but I've been talking about this for years, that a lot of major companies, a lot of major corporations make a lot of money off the backs of hip hop in Atlanta.
100%.
But like you're saying, they don't invest no money back. I think, who was it? Ghazi? Ghazi did an amazing job of putting his billboards on top of the buildings and the power boxes and the screens at the airport. Like, Empire Records is the only person who's really put it out there where you can see it when you had the big billboard on 85. But the major corporations, most of them do not support the hip hop community of Atlanta.
And I don't even want to say, I won't say that they don't support it. They just don't show it. That's all I'm saying. Like, and I just feel like, I feel like, because everybody on Instagram and all these comments, they was like, well, JD, you do it. And I think y'all was talking about a concert. I'm not talking about a concert. A concert, we've had 100 concerts. This is not about a concert. That's where y'all got it twisted about the Nas and the 50th anniversary in Yankee Stadium. I went to that. That was a concert that I went to, and I got to introduce Run DMC. So I saw somebody say he was mad because he ain't performed. Listen, man, I have on my resume now, I have that I introduced Run DMC in the Bronx. A lot of y'all, anyway. But all I'm saying is, listen, I love what they did with the concert, but this don't have nothing to do with that. I'm not saying, we should do a concert in Atlanta. We did a concert the other day.
I can simplify it for you. This will knock it out. What the NFL did for Super Bowl in Atlanta, when they came to town and put together the whole layout and the whole plan, everything that they were doing and they brought in some Verizon and some sponsors to be a part of what they was doing for Super Bowl. No major corporations has shown that type of love and respect for the culture of hip hop in Atlanta for the 50th anniversary.
That's all I'm saying. I hope everybody on live understand me, and I hope the city understand me. Shout out to the mayor and everybody at the mayor's office, because I know I probably disturbed y'all by what I'm saying, but I'm not talking about us in the city. I'm talking about the businesses. I'm talking about, like right now, you got an Adidas t-shirt on that got Tupac and Biggie on it. Now, did Adidas make that shirt, or that's one of them Bankhead t-shirts?
This might be one of them Bankhead t-shirts. Might be College Park. I might have got this on Gabby.
But I'm saying you got to understand what I'm saying. And by the way, sometimes I think people miss the fact that I'm a businessman. I'm a businessman. You know what I mean? I am a businessman and I am a businessman. You know what I mean? So a lot of people's like, you the brand, you should do it. Yeah, I'm a brand that was birthed in this city that also, has always been saying this from day one. JD, I pay for everything that I ever did. Not that I want somebody to pay for it. By the way, I don't care about that. If it's on me, I think that's people got lost that in the sauce. I'm just saying, in a celebration,
they should want to anyway.
Yeah, well, they should want to. When we talk about the word celebration, that's all I'm saying. You use that word. Let's not confuse the word celebration with concert. A concert is a concert. And we should have fun and we should celebrate the music at the concert. But it's also a celebration of like the forefathers of hip hop to me that came before me. Shout out Shadi, shout out Kilo, shout out Raheem. Like, what has been done in the city for them guys?
404-726-9833. If you missed a tweet and you're just now getting on board, hit the phones right now because you may have a question. You may have a very important question. 431, good afternoon. We're talking 50th anniversary of hip hop. Yeah. Major corporations, major industries, major people benefit from the Atlanta culture and what Atlanta has done for hip hop, but doesn't give back to the culture. That's basically the discussion. But if you got something you want to chime in on, hit me, 404.
Can I get an RIP out before you do that? Finish? All right. I just want to send rest in peace to my man, Young Capone, and his family. My condolences. I don't know nothing else about it, you know what I mean? But that was my little homie. Shout out to Nitty Beats.
Signed to So Def.
Yeah, you know what I mean? So I just wanted to send a shout out. Sorry to interrupt you.
404-726-9833. You have a question? You have a point of view? It's V103.
3.